Imagine that you're completely broke. You don't have enough money to pay rent. Your startup keeps failing. Investors keep rejecting you. And then you tell people your business idea. We're going to let strangers stay in other strangers' homes. Most people would laugh. Some would call it dangerous. Others would say it would never work. But that crazy idea eventually became a multi-billion-dollar company and changed the entire travel industry. This is the story of Airbnb. It was 2007, and San Francisco was one of the most expensive cities in the world. Two friends were sharing a small apartment. Both were designers. Both had big dreams, but financially, both were struggling. One day they got bad news. Their rent had gone up, and they needed money immediately. At the same time, a major design conference was coming to the city. Hotels were completely booked, and visitors from out of town were looking for places to stay. That's when the two friends came up with a strange idea. What if they put air mattresses in their living room and rented them out to travelers? They bought a few air mattresses, set them up in the living room, and even offered breakfast in the morning. Soon, 3 strangers booked a stay. It wasn't a huge success, but it proved one important thing. People were willing to pay for this experience. That was the beginning of Air Bed and Breakfast, which later became Airbnb. In the beginning, the founders were excited, but there was one major problem. Almost no one believed in the idea. Think about it. Would you let a stranger stay in your home? Would you sleep in a stranger's house? In 2008, most people's answer was no. Investors felt the same way. The founders pitched their idea to investor after investor, but they kept getting rejected. Many thought the idea was too weird. Some thought it was unsafe. Others simply didn't believe anyone would use it. The company wasn't growing. Money was running out, and the startup was close to shutting down. By 2008, things had become very bad. The company had almost no money left. Most people would have quit at that point, but the founders didn't give up. That year, the US presidential election was dominating the news. The founders came up with a creative side idea. They designed limited edition cereal boxes called Obama O's and Cap'n McCain. The idea had nothing to do with their business, but people loved it. They sold thousands of dollars worth of cereal boxes. It wasn't enough to make them rich, but it was enough to keep the company alive. Soon after, Airbnb was accepted into a startup accelerator program where experienced mentors helped them improve the business. One mentor noticed a critical problem. The homes listed on Airbnb didn't look appealing. The homes themselves weren't bad. The photos were. So the founders made an unusual decision. Instead of hiring photographers, they grabbed cameras themselves and went door to door taking better pictures of hosts' homes. The results were immediate. Bookings increased. Revenue increased. The company started growing faster, but there was still another major challenge: trust. People were still nervous about staying in strangers' homes, so Airbnb introduced review systems, rating systems, identity verification, secure payments, host protection, guest protection. Slowly, people began to trust the platform more and more. After that, Airbnb expanded from one city to another, and then from one country to another. Travelers around the world started using Airbnb, but success also brought challenges. Competition increased, regulatory issues appeared, and And then came 2020. The COVID-19 pandemic changed the world. Airports became empty. Tourism stopped. Demand for travel suddenly collapsed, and Airbnb took a massive hit. But the company didn't give up. It adapted to the situation, understood people's new needs, and when the world slowly started returning to normal, Airbnb's demand came back much faster than expected. Today, Airbnb is one of the largest travel and home-sharing companies in the world. Millions of hosts and hundreds of millions of travelers use the platform. What started with two broke roommates simply trying to pay their rent turned into a company that changed the way people travel across the world. That is the story of how Airbnb became a billion-dollar company.